Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to Game Seekers Podcast.
Welcome to the Game Seekers Podcast.
It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
So let's get right into our mission statement. All right. So how we came up with the name Game Seekers. We came up with the name Game Seekers because everything else that you can possibly think of is already taken. And we were talking about names for a couple weeks now, and I don't know where the idea came up with, but we finally stumbled on Game Seekers, checked everywhere. No one seemed to have it. And it's kind of fitting because we are game seekers. So, I mean, we 365, man, we hunt it all. So it kind of just fit.
Yeah, and like Shawn said, everything else kind of was claimed already. We needed to find a name that kind of fit with our podcast as well as our YouTube channel, which we do have now.
Yeah, so we want to do this. We dabbled in it a little bit before. We really enjoyed it. And we were able to do great things in our community. Dave owns Crossman's General. You know, he has a store, he has a business. I have a business. We both work for a local utility. So, I mean, being able to, use a platform, we did such good things with that Youth Day thing. So, I mean, it was so great to see. We had so much fun doing it. So
At the store, yeah.
Yeah, so we just want to keep on doing it. So
Yeah, and kind of our mission is to just be relatable to everyday working Americans. We live to hunt, and we hunt to live, and hunting is a big part of our heritage and passed down for generations, and things our fathers and grandfathers taught us. And we're not out there to really tell you how to do anything. We just want to share our stories with you. And in the meantime, we're going to bring on some guests that also want to share stories with you. We will, we're going to do some segments on, wild game management between deer and turkeys and whatnot. We have some of our own property. We also we hunt a lot of public land out of the state. We're located in Vermont. And we, like I said, we just kind of want to be relatable to everybody else and entertaining. And one of our goals is to put out a lot of content for you to enjoy on your way to work, or maybe on your way to Ohio, or your way to Kansas, or whatever you're doing.
yeah, hunting is something that we've done our whole lives, and we've had some of my most fondest memories, have been in the woods, and just sitting around telling those stories and reminiscing on those times is one of my favorite things to do. So it's kind of obvious. We didn't have podcasts, obviously, when we got into hunting. We really didn't even have cell phones, really, or internet in your pocket, or YouTube
Trail cameras.
Yeah, trail cameras. So there was no way to do this. But now, I mean, we're I'd say hopping on a bandwagon. I mean, everyone knows it. There's so many avenues now to get into outdoor entertainment, and this is really more of a way for us to document. We have photos over the years. We have some, film that we tried in years past, but with today's technology, it's just getting so much easier to capture it. So we're just going to do our part to really kind of, I would say, get back to our mission statement. We're just trying to, get youth involved in hunting. Maybe somebody who's on the fence about hunting, or even someone who doesn't care about hunting, at least can hear our side of it and our side of the story. Maybe it'll give them a different perspective on hunting. So, really, we're just here to do that. I mean, cut and dry.
Yeah. We'll, we kind of give you the play-by-play of our hunting seasons, between deer, turkey, coyote, whatnot. Just
Trapping, we do some
trapping.
trapping.
Yeah, just us in the outdoors.
We're guys who work that have always done a lot of this on our free time, and between juggling work and families, and I think that's just the most relatable thing that most hunters can, they can relate to it. I mean, you're taking vacation time from work to maybe run over and put in a food plot because you see rain coming. Um, you know, renting an Airbnb 1,000 miles away from home because the hunting's better there. We've been doing this, like I said, our whole lives, and we just kind of just gonna drag you along for the ride. I mean, we are weekend warriors at some points. I mean, we have lands that we manage. I'm fortunate enough to own a farm that I've been doing. I got just for deer hunting, and I got multiple projects that go on all the time. I get asked questions all the time. Um, from work friends or other sides of the family. And here's a way that I can just you know, share with what I'm doing and what didn't work. As things work all the time, but like I mean, for example, this year I put food plots in this year, and it just changed the whole scheme of my property, and it did not work for me at all. It was like the biggest mistake. So here I am going through a deer season with food that you can't get rid of now, but it's hurting what I'm trying to do. So it's like, here you go. I'm going to throw that on YouTube, and hopefully somebody doesn't make the same mistake. It might save you money, time, and you'll just be able to see, the thought that goes in behind it. If we did this a year ago, you would have seen what I was trying to do, and then being along for the ride, you'd see that it didn't work. So I mean, it's all good stuff. All good stuff if you're interested in the outdoors.
Yep. Yeah, and just game seekers as a whole is what everybody else is doing, just like us. Devoting their life, to wild game and preserving it and being able to sit in a tree stand and watch it, or in a ground blind, and putting your hard work somewhere where it's recognizable to yourself and memorable.
Yeah, and it's all rewarding stuff. And also, I mean, we have multiple friends. We actually, I would say, we got some incredible friends.
Yeah.
That have done some amazing things. And the coolest thing about hunting, and even in the industry, which I think gets overlooked a lot of the times, is even the guys at the top, like the people that are most revered in hunting, they are just like us. They put their boots on the same way. They take their tools out into the woods the same way. So anything that has been done, that's recognizable, like the Huffbuck last year, right? This guy is, no one knew his name before the deer he shot. I mean, how cool is that to be in an industry where really we're all in it together. Every one of us, either the guy that, doesn't hop on a podcast, but goes to work every day and then walks into the woods. And, I mean, that's just the coolest thing about hunting. It really is. There is real no professionals at all.
It's just people that enjoy being out there.
We're going to bring a lot of that to you. We got some pretty incredible people that we'd like to talk to and share their stories. And it's really what it boils down to, is just, just reminiscing on some great memories. And the thing about it is we make memories every day. So, I mean,
Yep.
if we have an experience over the course of all this, this is our avenue to document it and share it and hear from y'all. So,
Yep. And I guess with that being said, we're going to wrap this up. This is kind of our first intro podcast of Game Seekers.
Welcome.
Welcome, and hope you tune back in. And we're super excited to bring this to you, everybody. And I hope you enjoy our content. And we'll do our best to work on getting as much content out there as we can.
And we hope to hear from you. Feedback like anything. You know, we're still trying to learn too. So if you see me putting a foo plot in, I shouldn't be. I want to hear about it because I'm open to suggestions. I think we all are. So this is just going to be the common ground for everyone, every hunter alike. You know, there is no right or wrong way. I know a lot of people have opinions, but as long as you're within the pages of your game book in the local state you're hunting, then it's fair game. So.
Yep. All right. Well, tune in. We'll try to get another podcast out there for you next week, and we'll have a little more organized talking points for you. And hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you later.
Welcome to Game Seekers.
Welcome.